Wonderful people, viewers and subscribers, just like as I promised earlier on, that the next message is going to be Sunday Igboho going to Sokoto prison to visit Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And why do I make that comment? Just like what area father posted here. Sorry. He said, just in, they said Igbos love money, but Nnamdi Kanu proved them wrong. Even 500 billion couldn't break him. Sanusi salutes Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's loyalty to Biafra. When they say Igbos love money, remind them that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still in prison. When they say the Igbos don't love themselves, remind them that Nnamdi Kanu is still sacrificing his freedom for his people. Said Muhammad Sanusi to Lamido Sanusi, former emir of Kano. According to Sanusi, what he said, Sunday Igboho was allegedly offered 50 billion naira to abandon his agitation for the Oduduwa Republic, and he accepted, but Nnamdi Kanu was reportedly offered 500 billion and an oil well and a lifetime payment of 5 billion monthly, yet he rejected them all, declaring it is Biafra or dead. Sanusi described Kanu as a man whose conviction goes beyond comfort and whose sacrifice will be remembered by history. You get the point now? This one is part of the story that we are going to deliberate on. But let us not waste much of your time. I would like to play a clip here from one of our brother, Prince JT, where he's talking about Sunday Igboho telling Nnamdi Kanu to accept the deal from Bola Ahmed Tinubu and to forget about the Biafra struggle. You know, this thing, it is becoming more interesting day in, day out. Okay, let me read what this our brother wrote here. He said, Yoruba Nation activist Sunday Igboho urges Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to embrace dialogue with the Nigerian federal government. In other words, it's us asking him to abego accept your own largesse so that we go jollificate together and we go to fly private jets. They go up and down while our people will be suffering. You see the kind of people who want to fight for the independence of their own people. Hey, God have mercy. Nnamdi Kanu made it clear. Nnamdi Kanu said that the hungry man can never fight for freedom because it will be very easy for them to entice him. Even a pot or a plate of ewedu is enough for that person to betray his own people and follow the oppressors. And that is exactly what this man have did. And tomorrow somebody will come out and tell me, Igbos are this, Igbos are that. Now the bastard and baboons, so now then they talk all these ones, so all these urchins, they call themselves Yarebanza. And then they talk all these ones, which is very, very bad. You are fighting for the freedom of your own people. They offered you money, you took. What about those people who have been killed on daily basis trying to defend you? Anyway, let us play the clip and then we'll come back here to discuss more over this matter. And as you are watching, please like, share, comment, and make sure you keep subscribing for more interesting videos. Oh yeah, if you don't mind, listen to it. And I denounce anything that got to do with background music from this clip. So please, YouTube, take note. I have no right to the copyright of it. Oh yeah, let's go there.
This particular update coming from Punch newspaper says Yoruba Nation activist Igboho urges Nnamdi Kanu to embrace dialogue with federal government. Alright, embrace dialogue. What kind of dialogue? I'll read out the main details of this update. I want to know what Igboho was actually telling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You know, Igboho and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is like him. They might be fighting the same cause. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu open actually stop on the way like Igboho did. He would have done that since 2015 when he was first arrested and then granted bail and then rearrested again in 2021. So Igboho should drop whatsoever urge Nnamdi Kanu.
Biko, let me quickly correct this impression. Our brother, Prince JT, I don't know whether you are with us or you are against us. Nnamdi Kanu was not rearrested. Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped and forcefully renditioned. You are an Igbo guy. I don't know. Yes, you are an Igbo guy. But each time you keep using this word, rearrested, and most of your posts, I always see you using this word, prescribed. Nobody prescribed IPOB. No any country prescribed IPOB. Take note before I will tell people to bypass or boycott your program. Who rearrested Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Be careful, my guy. Be careful. I love you as a brother. But if you are making content, do it on the right way. If na content you dey make, let the world know. Because whatever you said here, you have over 1,200 and something or 300 and something thousand followers on Facebook. And you are making this comment. 300 something thousand people are watching you. Saying that Nnamdi Kanu was arrested. Nnamdi Kanu never arrested. Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped from Kenya.
Somebody who have lost parents this same cause. Millions of people have lost their life for this same cause. This man has been tortured unjustly. rendition from Kenya to Nigeria unjustly, then sentence on a law that doesn't exist, and you want to urge him to embrace dialogue. Okay, dialogue in Choko embrace it. When men of God and people of high calibers were telling Nigerian government to dialogue with Mazen Namdekan, where was Sunday Igboho? So because now only Yoruba Nachi, it came back to Nigeria, they are young, and then of course they have to forgive you because you are not from the southeast. Mazen Namdekan, the only dialogue Mazen Namdekan will now is for him to be set free. I'll read out the details for you people to actually understand what Igboho was saying here. But Igboho feels that Mazen Namdekan is like him. Mazen Namdekan are like you, Sunday Igboho. Mazen Namdekan is a man that has stood his ground. Biafra, he said he's a dead man already. So what urge do you want to urge a dead man? He said he's dead already. That the only thing that can bring him back to life is what? Biafra. And Nigerian government doesn't understand that language. But soon they were going to understand because very soon, I told you guys a whole lot of things will happen. Thank God the appeal is by the corner. We are hoping for something big and very gigantic. So let's go into the details of the news. Sunday Igboho, he went for that to say, foremost Yoruba Nation activists. Thank God, not foremost. They would have even used former Yoruba activists because now he's no more an activist again. So, foremost Yoruba activist Sunday Adeyomo, popularly known as Sunday Igboho, has called on the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, to prioritize diplomatic engagement with the federal government to resolve his ongoing legal political challenges. Alright. In a statement released on Friday and signed by his counsel, Pelumi Olajegbesi Igboho, commended Kanu for his recent decision to officially cancel the Monday sit-at-home orders that has impacted the Southeast for 5 years. Igboho described the movement to end the weekly protests as a necessary step towards restoring the region's stability. The statement reads, Chief Sunday Adebo wishes to commend the detailed leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, on his recent cancellation of the Monday sit at home across the southeast zone of Nigeria. Chief Igboho believes that the move by Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to end the 5 years Monday economic siege on the southeast zone is thoughtful. Beyond the cancellation of civil disobedience order, Igboho advocated for a shift in strategy, urging Kanu to seek a middle ground through formal talks with the current administration. Chief Igboho urges the IPOB leader to vigorously explore dialogue and mediation with federal government to break the deadlock in his ordeal, the statement said. The activist expressed optimism that the government of President Bola Tinubu would be receptive to such overtures, suggesting that a peaceful resolution is within reach if both parties engage in good faith. While it is fundamental right of Mazi Kanu to pursue self-determination, Chief Igboho believes that the current administration of President Bola Tinubu is predisposed to negotiate and mutual understanding for the peace, shared prosperity, security, and the deserved respect that the Southeast commands, the statement added. The statement also took a sharp tone against individuals or groups allegedly benefiting from the unrest in the Southeast. Igboho warned that the discretion of the region must end to allow for economic recovery. Igboho also urged all those who make profit from the discretion and exploitation of the Southeast through violence to desist from such acts in the interest of peace and economic prosperity of the region and the nation, in the statement added. The intervention by Sunday Igboho marks a significant moment of solidarity between the two prominent ethnic activists, signaling a growth consensus on the need for peace and negotiation in the quest for regional stability. The pro-Biafra group declared the sit-at-home in August 2021 as a way of protesting the rendition of Kanu to Nigeria and his subsequent incarceration. During the exercise, markets, schools, banks, and offices remained shut. Punch Online report that Kanu was convicted of terrorism-related offenses on November 20, 2025 and subsequently sentenced to life imprisonment, a verdict his family rejected and vowed to appeal. Following his sentence, Kanu was taken to Sokoto Correctional Center to serve his sentence after the court held that the Kuje Custodial Center in Abuja would not be suitable for him. Alright, so this is actually coming from Sunday Igboho. He has come out, Igbo Mazen Nnamdi Kanu embraced the dialogue. Is it this same dialogue Mazen Nnamdi Kanu started with? You know, a whole lot of people don't know that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu did not start the Biafra agitation with violence or with anything. Because somebody you are telling to dialogue, meaning somebody started with violence. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu simply started by asking the Nigerian government to do the same gesture they extended to north, to west. They should extend the same gesture to the southeast. And they paid deaf ears. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu simply requested for a seaport, an acting seaport, a working seaport in the southeast. And then for cargo air and other air that flies abroad direct to be implemented in southeast as well. The same way Oyabu, if you fly abroad, you must go through Lagos. That southeast are big enough not to start going through Lagos because they want to travel. Somebody from Southeast can easily travel to any country of his choice. Other things is basic amenities, of course, stable light and other things, the common Nigerian was asking for from the government. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu did not start with Biafra agitation. So for some of you now, dialogue. When he was ready for dialogue, he started gently. Where was the Nigerian government paying attention to? They were the one that turned the whole thing to a violence kind of stuff, because they came to his house, killed a whole lot of people in the quest to buy this same man. You are telling to dialogue. They were in a quest to buy this same man. He escaped and traveled abroad. And then they went as far as Kenya, kidnapped him, brought him back, and you're telling him to dialogue. Anyways, it is good to dialogue, but it's knowing where the dialogue is coming from. Such a thing can never happen. Even his lawyer who suggested that to him some time ago, I think Barrister Max Olopara, he would never suggest such kind of dialogue to him anymore. So, and then send his people, he cannot. On your own, cannot do that, and that is why the love of the masses from the southeast are with him. So, guys, I'm going to watch this video to this particular length. Do well, share your thoughts and your opinion in the comment section, and also do.
Okay, and I don't hear the message finished. Sunday Igboho wants Nnamdi Kanu to dialogue because his brother is the one at the helm of the affairs. Where were Sunday Igboho all these years? Even when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was looking for dialogue, these people were nowhere to be found. Until Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said that we have gotten to the Rubicon and there's no going back. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said, they asked Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to choose between life and death, or rather between life, between death or Biafra comes. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said, let Biafra comes. If that Biafra coming, we give him death. That he don't care. And look at it here. This is where we have found ourselves today. It sounds funny, but it's not really funny. Sunday Igboho now become the preacher of love. Anyway, what do I know? I don't want to waste much of your time. Please like, share, comment, and keep subscribing for more interesting videos coming your way. I would have said, let us dissect the commentation section, but they say time is money, so we cannot do that now. Maybe anytime soon, or when we come back here for more videos, and we can be able to have one or two discussions from the comment section. So please let this message go viral. Please, I beg you in the name of God. Sunday Igboho going to visit Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Anyway, what do I know?